Hello students, let's continue with the third chapter. In the previous video we had started the third chapter in which we have learned about the laws of indices, some basic rules of indices. Now today what we are going to learn is meaning of numbers with rational indices. Children, what is meant by rational indices? That means index will be in the form of rational number, that is in the form of numerator upon denominator. In this there are different types. Let us see the first type, that is meaning of the numbers when the index is a rational number of the form 1 upon n. Okay children, so now here your index will be in the form of 1 upon n. 1 upon n can be 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, so your n value of n can be 1, 2, 3 till infinity. Okay children, so 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4. Now last year we had learned to write square of a number. Okay children, square of a number. Suppose if we have to write square of a, so how we would write? That is equal to a square. Okay children, now even we had learned about how to write the square root of a. So we had used this radical sign to denote the square root of a. So how to write square root of a? We are writing the square root of a in this way. Now here children, instead of this radical sign, okay, we can write the square root in the form of fraction, and that for denoting the square root the fraction will be 1 upon 2. So therefore if you have to, you can write the square root of a equal to a raised to 1 upon 2. You can write a raised to 1 upon 2. So what is this children? This is nothing but 1 upon 2 indicates the square root of a number. Okay, square root of a is a raised to 1 upon 2. So you can denote this square root of a number by using this radical sign. Either you use this sign, so you can write square root of a this way, or you can also write here, you can write what is the power, we are writing the square root, so you can write square root of a this form also, and you can write it as a raised to half. So all these three ways you can denote the term square root of a. Now for example, suppose we take an example, say for example square of 6. Okay, square of 6, how we will write? 6 square of 6. So what is 6 square? Will be 6 into 6, and that is equal to 36. Now if we have to write square root of 36, okay children, square root of 36, if we have to write square root of 36, then you can write it as either using this radical sign, that is square root of 36, and square root of 36 is what children? 6, right? Or you can write it as 36 raised to half. So what is this? Nothing but square root of 36. Both the ways you can write. Now we'll be using here in the form of fraction, because here they have asked us to use in the form of rational indices. So this radical sign will not, you can use, no problem, but then we can express this radical sign as 1 upon 2. Now same way children, if we have to write cube of a, suppose we need to write cube of a. Okay children, cube of a. So how we had denoted last year? A raised to 3, that means a cube. So how we have written? A cube of a raised to cube, a raised to 3, that is nothing but a cube. And if we need to write cube root of, okay, if we have to write cube, okay, cube root of a, so that we had denoted last year as what? Here you need to write, since it is cube, so you are writing cube and inside a radical sign. This is the way you can denote cube root of a. Okay children, so this way you can write. Or now in the form of fraction, you can write it as cube root of a equal to a raised to 1 upon 3. So to denote cube root, you are using the rational indices. What is the index? 1 upon 3. This is nothing but 1 upon 3 indicates cube root of a, any number. Here I have used a, so it is cube root of a. Now suppose we take an example. Okay, for example, if we are writing cube of 5, so 5 cube, yes, you know children, cube of 5 cube, okay, that is equal to 5 into 5 into 5, and that is equal to 125. Now if we have to write cube root of 125, cube root of 125, so how we can write this? Either you can write by using this radical sign, that is this way, that is cube root of 125, or you can also write it as, okay, so 5 cube is 5 into 5, that is equal to 125. Cube root of 125 can be written as either by using this radical sign or you can write it as 125 raised to 1 upon 3. Okay, 1 upon 3 is used to denote the cube root. So in general, children, so you can write this third point as in general, nth root, children, nth root, okay, nth root of a is expressed as, nth root of a can be expressed as a raised to 1 upon n. Okay, a raised to 1 upon n. This is the symbol for using the nth root. Suppose it is 6th root of any number, 6th root of 64. If you have to write 6th root of 64, okay, 6th root of 64. So how are we going to denote? 64 raised to 1 upon 6. 7th root of any number, 1 upon 7. 8th root of any number, 1 upon 8. So this way you can show the root by using the index 1 upon n. Now some examples also you can take, children. 6th root, as I told. So this way you can express any number, any numbers, say the rational indices in the form of fraction. Now students, let's start with practice set 3.1. okay children, all the points what I have given, children, for understanding, that you will be copying in your classwork book. And now you will open your textbook, page number 15, lesson number 3, practice set 3.1. Now see children, this you are going to solve in your classwork book. I am just here, there is no calculation, so I am doing in the textbook. You are going to solve in your classwork book. Now let us do the first question. Express the following numbers in the index form, children. Now here we have here the number, it is given in words. We need to express in the index form. Here it is 5th root of 13, children. So how are we going to write? This will be, your answer will be 13, and then 5th root means it will be 1 upon 5. Clear children? 13 raised to 1 upon 5. Since it is very simple, so I am writing over here 5th root of 13 is 13 raised to 1 upon 5. 6th root of 9, so this will be 9 raised to 1 upon 6. Now square root of 256, children. So this will be what? 256 raised to half. Square root means 1 upon 2. Square root of 256, so it is 256 raised to 1 upon 2. Now coming to the fourth question, cube root of 17. So how are we going to write? This will be equal to 17 raised to 1 upon 3. 17 raised to 1 upon 3. 8th root of 100. So I am writing here, this is equal to 100 raised to 8th root. Okay, so that is 1 upon 8. And now last one is 7th root of 30, children. 7th root of 30. So that will be equal to 30 raised to 1 upon 7. Clear children? So this is the first question, which is very easy. Okay, you can note down in your classwork book. 13 raised to 1 upon 5, 17, and this. Okay, now moving to the second question. Now here see children, write second question, write in the form of nth root of a in each of the following, okay, in each of the following numbers. Now you can see children, here they have given in the index form, and we need to write in the form of words. Okay children, second question we have to write in the form of words. Now first one, here it is, what it is? Practice set 3.1. okay, question number 2. First one, it is written 81 raised to 1 upon 4. So children, for how to write this? This will be in a fourth root of 81. This is your answer. Okay, so this can be written as, this will be your answer. Same way, second one is 49 raised to half. Now 1 upon 2 means what children? Square root. Remember? So it is square root of 49. Third one, it will be 15 raised to, it is 15 raised to 1 upon 5. So it is nothing but 5th root of 15. Fourth one will be your fourth one 512 raised to 1 upon 9. So nothing, it is what? 9th root of, it is 9th root of 512. Your fifth one is 100 raised to 1 upon 19. Yes or no? So children, this will be 19th, okay, 19th root of 100. Okay, and now sixth one is 6 raised to 1 upon 7. So So 6 raised to 1 upon 7 will be, children, that is equal to 7th root of 6. So clear, children? Understood? This is a practice set 3.1 second question. Copied? Everyone has copied? Copy down in your classwork book. So with this we have completed our practice set 3.1. Now student, let's move ahead. Now let us see that other type of rational index, that is of the form m upon n. So let us see the meaning of a numbers with index when it is in the form of m upon n, children. In the previous we had seen what was that index. It was 1 upon n, that means 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 was indicating square root, 1 upon 3 cube root, 1 upon 4 fourth root, and so on. Now let us see what does this index mean, that is when the index is of the form m upon n. Okay children, now here we can express this meaning in two ways of a number. We can express two meanings of the number. Now see children, suppose if we take the example. Now if I am writing a raised to m upon n, okay children, a raised to m upon n. Now these I can write it as two ways. Okay, so this I will be writing as, first way I can write this as a raised to m upon n can be written as a raised to m into 1 upon n. Yes or no children? I can write this as a raised to m into 1 upon n. Okay, now if we know that this is which rule of the this is one of the rule of the indices. Which rule of the indices, children? It is a rule which says that a raised to m whole raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n. Okay, so that is a raised to mn. Applying that rule, children, a raised to m raised to 1 upon n. Now here m into 1 will become m upon n, that means I have not changed the index. Now here see children, a raised to m whole raised to 1 upon n, this I can write in words as, means, now first this 1 upon n, this means it is in the denominator. We know 1 upon n is the nth root, so we can write this as nth root of, which here mth power, okay, nth power of a. So how we can write this, children? Nth root of mth power of a. Okay, clear? How we have written? So we have written what we have taken, any example, a raised to m upon m. This a raised to m upon n I can write as a raised to m into 1 upon n, and this will be nth root. Now always remember children, this below denominator represents the root and your numerator represents the power. Again I repeat children, your numerator will represent the power and denominator will represent the root. So here denominator is n, so it is nth root of mth power of a. Now here I can also write this as, children, a raised to m upon n can also be written as a raised to 1 upon n, okay, raised to m. Okay, how I can write? 1 upon n whole raised to m. Yes and no? I can write this as, so again it will become same, 1 into m will become m upon n. It is same, a is equal to m upon n. Now here, but when we write in the words, children, so this will become, what it will become means mth power of, how to write this will become mth power of 1 upon means nth root denominator, so it will be nth root of a. Okay, mth power of nth root of a. Clear children? It is little confusing, but just remember in the whatever number is there in the denominator, okay, denominator number represents the root and your numerator number will represent the power, or you can say exponent. So it is mth root of okay, mth power of nth root of a, mth power of nth root of a. Clear? Now let us take an example. If we take, suppose I am taking an example, okay, suppose it is 2 raised to 3 upon 4. So this can be written as 2 raised to, okay, 2 raised to cube 1 upon 4. I can write this as 2 raised to cube raised to 1 upon 4. So this will become what, children? 1 upon 4. It is in the denominator. So first we will write what? Fourth root of, okay, now this is what? Cube, right? Fourth root of cube of 2. Fourth root of cube of 2. Clear? This is one way. Here children, I have written the root first because root is here. So root first and then the power. Now same thing, 2 raised to 3 upon 4 can also be written as 2 raised to 1 upon 4 whole raised to cube. Now this, okay. So now here what will become? This is a, okay, cube of, right? It is a cube of. So it will, this I can write as cube of fourth root of 2. So here your, what is first? This is the power. Okay, power is first and then the root. Clear children? Copy down this example. When we will be doing the exercise, things will become more clear. Again I repeat children, whatever is in the denominator, that is your root, and in the numerator it is a power or exponent. So here, now look here, first here is what? Mth power, and down is root. So mth power of nth root of a. Same way here we can see this is first 1 upon n, that means nth root of mth power of a. This children, do one thing, this you can learn also. This main general rule you learn so that it becomes easy to solve the examples. Yes children, now let's start with practice set 3.2. Now the first question I will be doing in the textbook, but you are going to solve it in the classwork book. Now see children, first question, complete the following table. Now here some numbers are given with rational indices, okay, with rational index. Now here we need to write first 2 columns are there, we need to complete that columns. Power of the root, that means you are going to write the power first, then the root, and in the next column you have to write first root and the power. Okay children, see power and then the root, and the next question you have to, next table you are writing root of the power. Now first one they have done children, it is, now see 225 raised to 3 upon 2, 225 raised to 3 upon 2. Here now as I told children, your numerator above number, that is numerator will denote the power, denominator number will denote your root. Okay, keep in mind, numerator will denote power, denominator will denote the root. Now here see children, above is 3, okay, so it is cube of, denominator is 2, square root of 225. Same way, now first we have to write the root, so square root of cube of 225. Clear? Now next question is 45 raised to 4 upon 5 children, 45 raised to 4 upon 5. So here power is what? Fourth power. So what is it? The fourth power of, now denominator is 5, so it is fourth power of fifth root of 45. Clear children? Fourth power of fifth root of 45. Now here in the next column we have to write children, in the next column now we have to write, so here we need to write the root first, so it will be fifth root of fourth power of 225. Clear? Understood children? Okay. Now moving to the third one, 81 raised to 6 upon 7 children, 81 raised to 6 upon 7. So now here what is your power? Sixth power, and root is seventh root. So you are writing here sixth power of seventh root of 81. Sixth power of seventh root of 81. Now here we are writing the root first, so it is seventh root of sixth power, okay, sixth power of 81. Clear children? Now going to the fourth question, 100 raised to 4 upon 10 children. So fourth power of, so it is fourth power of 10th root of 100. Fourth power of 10th root of 100. Now here 10th root of 4 fourth power of 100. 10th root of fourth power of 100. Now the last one, children, 21 raised to 3 upon 7. So 21, so it will be cube. 3 means what, children? Cube. Cube of, how you will write? Cube of 7th root, okay, 7th root of 21. And now here first root, 7th root of, so it is 7th root of cube of 21. So children, understood? First, your numerator number denotes the power, denominator denotes the root. Okay, children, you can copy down. If you have any doubt, okay, you can send me the message if you have any doubt. Okay, now moving to the second question. Write the following numbers in the form of rational indices, children. Now here, see children, here the numbers were given in the, okay, they were given in the index form. We wrote in the words, okay, we wrote it, we have expressed their meanings in words. So now the question is, write the following numbers in the form of index. Now we have to write in the form of index. Now see children, the first question, your first question is what it is? Square root of, okay, square root of 5th power of 121, children. So I can write this as, here I am writing the answer. What is the question? 121, okay, it is 121 whole raised to square root of 5th power, that means 5, okay, 5th power means 5, and what is the root? Upon 2. So it is 121 raised to 5 upon 2 of 21. So how it is? Square root of 5th power of 121, okay, square root of 5th power of 121. So first one is what? Square root of 5th power of 121. So I am writing the answer, children. So here I am writing the answer. The square root of 5th power of 121, 121 5th power, and this root is square root. So it is 121 raised to 5 upon 2. Okay children. So it is how to read this, square root of 5th power of 121. Now second one is cube of 4th root of 324. Cube of, okay children, so it is 324 cube. So it is 3 upon, what is the root? 4th root. So 3 upon 4. 3 upon 4. 321 raised to 3 upon 4. See, cube of 4th root of 321. Now third one is, number is 264. It is 5th root of square of, okay, square, that means 2 upon 5th root, 2 upon 5. It is, so it is what? 5th root of square of 264. Now fourth one is cube of cube root of 3. So that means children, you are writing 3. Now here cube of cube root, that means your power is also 3 and your root is also 3. So it is 3 raised to 3 upon 3. That is, it is what? Cube of cube root of 3. Clear children? So with this we have completed up till practice set 3.2, and you are going to complete till practice set 3.2 in your classwork book. In the next video we will be seeing how to find out the cube and cube root. Okay children, how are we going to, we will be learning about cube and cube root. We will, in the next video we will be learning about cube and cube root in detail. Clear? Children, complete your classwork book and take care of yourself, as this is a very dangerous period of pandemic. Okay, so take care of yourself, of your also of your parents also, and have a nice day. Okay children. Children, just wanted to remind you all that in the practice set 3.2 second question, in the second column children, that is 5th root of 4th power of, here make it 45. It is by mistake I have written 225, so rub that and write there 45. Okay children, only that much. Okay, so by mistake I have written 225, rub that and make it 45.